2025. Whoa.
I'm about to be 25 in November, B.
I know, I'm old as hell, too.
Whoa.
I'll be 25, like, in December.
25, shit. I'm about to be 24.
I'm about to be 20. Yeah, 4. Next, next year, y'all bugging.
I just turned 21.
No,
Yeah, okay, Vince.
All right, what are some ways you guys have fun with your family? Like, what are some things y'all do? Staying on topic of family, like, what are some traditions y'all might do?
Yo, me and my family recently started. You ever play those Jackbox games?
Oh, it was fun as hell.
On your phone?
Yeah, that was a real fun.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You buy them on, like, your PlayStation, like your we buy them, like, on a Switch.
Yeah, that one's good.
And then you just connect it on your phone. You connect to it on your phone. It's kind of like how we used to do Kahoot at school.
Yeah.
But they got, like, a bunch of different games. Me and my family do that every now and again. And it's always lit. They have, like, a trivia one, and they'll do, like you ever play, like, Mafia?
Yeah.
Like, someone's, like, you have to guess who it is, like, who is guilty and stuff. They had a bunch of games like that. It's hilarious. It's always hilarious.
You do, like a family game night kind of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's what my family does that a lot. Like, when we have the chance to, like, really get together and sit down and do something, we love doing family game nights, whether it be, like, Life, Twister, Scrabble, Phase 10, Uno, whatever it is, we find, we grab a game and get together.
Yo, Taboo. That's the game right there.
Yeah, that's a good one, too.
Yeah, me and Courtney love board games, but I live out in Pittsburgh, so I don't see my family that much. But we play board games every weekend. We try to play board games every weekend and keep that alive. What happened?
Favorite board game?
Favorite board game? I don't like those basic board games like Monopoly and Life and that type of stuff. I play advanced stuff, so we're playing Pandemic right now. That game's awesome.
Pandemic.
Pandemic.
We're going through a damn pandemic. I'm confused.
Yeah, right.
Oh, it's a virtual VR?
No, it's a real
virtual reality.
It's a real game.
It looks so real.
It's a game called Pandemic. Pandemic Legacy. What do you do?
My girl in
board game?
the background goes, it's a card game.
It's a game.
Nah, but a pandemic basically.
I never heard of it. That's crazy. I might go look
Is it new?
It's not new. It's like advanced. It's like an advanced board game. It's like 1,000 pieces to it, and it's pretty fun though.
That sounds like I would have a headache. So
No cap.
I think I'm gonna have to check that out. I've never actually heard of that Pandemic Legacy. What's it, like, limited edition Legacy? Pandemic Legacy?
No, it's not.
Oh,
It's pretty popular, so.
Good, so I mean, dang. But all right. Quick thing. We're gonna actually play a game.
Heard.
We'll play a game. This game is called Who Knows Hatcher Best. I'm playing.
Oh, let's get it.
Oh, my God.
Oh my! You got me ready to. This man.
I was about to hang up. I was about to just leave. I'm
Yo,
sorry.
I would love to see actually win that game though, low key. Actually, it's called Who Knows Mark Best.
Oh,
okay.
Well,
All right, this would be fun. All right.
not me.
Let me turn it up.
Put an X. Put an X. If it's false, do like this.
All
How
right.
many questions are
I'm
there?
just going to hold it up if it's true. If it's not,
If it's true, do like this.
I got you.
On everybody. If it's true, put the thumbs up. If it's false, put the X. All right. Cool. Does everybody understand?
We just killed trees.
I was using a little erase board thing, so.
Don't make this difficult. All right. True, false.
Got you.
True, false.
Gotcha.
True, false. Ready?
True.
All right. First question. Do I have a twin? Do I have a twin?
You said, do you have a twin?
I have a twin.
Oh, okay.
True or false? Yeah. Good job. Everybody got that right. Next question. I can sing.
Well, technically, anyone can sing.
I mean, that's got a point.
Sing. True.
I mean, I can sing. Not well.
Next
I gotta
question.
buy it because it's on Andrews.
I was mediocre at best at football. True or false?
Mediocre.
Sam, you're the man, bro. You're the
True. True. Wakanda forever.
And whose
man.
eyes?
Yo,
Now, Lenny, you don't die, all right?
All right, I
all
won't.
right, next question. Next question. I can still go out on the field and run a wheel route. True or false?
I mean, I don't know if you can say still, because could you originally ever do it?
Hey, yo, bro. What?
You're like 1 for 19 on wheel routes, bro.
Damn.
Most of them not your fault.
Yo, I lied to you. First
Most-
one, I almost punched Brandon. I wish he was on here.
You had to sit down.
Literally, I was sitting on
Yeah,
the
that
ground.
one was a bad. That was a. Oh yeah.
I said, bro, I had no time. I said, what am I supposed to do about that? Throw the ball. Like, what?
It was always open too, every single time.
Every time.
Other thing I think was like Stevenson, because they was locked that. They locked that joint up. Stevenson,
They locked everybody down.
they knew. But everybody else was clean. I think only person I remember was Widener. I think I got like 1 or 2 of those off. But Stevenson locked it up. Next question. My parents are pastors.
Pastors.
Pastors. Like both of them are pastors.
Well, actually, I don't know both. But I'm about to just go true.
False. And you said what is?
I said true, but I'm like I was on the fence because I don't know if it's both or just one.
This was a good one. That's why I put it in there. Actually, they are. Both of them are pastors.
They're both pastors. Praise the Lord. What kind of church?
I'm shocked.
Baptists.
Was it an AME
Oh,
church?
for our
Baptist?
churches.
For our church.
So are they past at the same church?
Not those 4-hour churches. Get out of here.
Does your dad
They
do 2
do-
hours? Did the mom do 2 hours?
No,
Facts. Then they flip it around at night service.
no, it doesn't work like that.
And they talk to all the parents, make sure the kids wait for them to finish talking.
And it's green beans in the back.
With the chicken, bro.
What they call them, man. Ugh.
All right, last question. I'm beating Sam in a race. True or false?
What did you say?
Beating Sam in a race.
Oh, I don't know who I got on that one. Like,
Lenny.
when?
Sam, we never.
Whenever.
Now or college?
Any.
Now, last year, when we were both born, whenever.
Yo, I'm telling. We never got to do that.
No, that's a rough one.
Yeah.
Bro, I really want, like, we might have to put a video for that Front Centr. I might
Listen, we can do that.
And
We can do like a whole montage, one-handed catches, all that.
You can make a video about it. There you go. Video idea.
I still got it. We need a cameraman though. I can't do this in the air.
Better get a GoPro.
You have one.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
But all right. That was,
We didn't get the answers.
Oh, true.
Are we talking about like right now? Or, I don't know, man.
Mark or Sam?
If we're talking about right now, I'm gonna have to go with Sam just because I know he's playing football. Not saying that you're not working out, but he's still running routes and shit, man. He's I don't know.
I mean, Sam's got those long legs.
bruh. Zay had long legs.
I'm not Zay. Zay, if you're watching, I love you.
But like, okay, does not matter. I mean, yes, it's different because obviously fries would be different. But I can still keep up with Sam.
Oh yeah,
That's
we're
why-
not saying that you
win.
win.
Keep
I mean,
up
at
with
least
Sam.
I'm
I would
not saying
win.
You
that.
can't beat
I would
Sam.
win. I would win. I would win, Sam. I would win.
I don't lose.
Are we talking pre-ACL Sam or post-ACL Sam?
I don't even know which one is worse.
Free, post.
I don't care, Sam.
It's okay. That's how you gonna run.
Bro. We're going to do a video about it. We're going to do a video.
All right.
we're gonna race. I'm
And then when I smoke your boots, I want all your subscribers.
We're battling for subscribers.
Battle for the subscribers. Bro, just race me, bro. Like, I work hard with you subscribers.
We can do whatever.
Nah, but that'd be lit. We gotta make that happen.
Nah, for sure.
If any, I don't know. So this is recorded. So actually, anybody who watches this after, think I can beat Sam in a race? Put Mark in the comments. Think Sam will win. Put Sam in the comments. I want to see a lot of Sam. I want to see a lot of Mark. Thank you.
And
Or
my highlight tip is gonna be in the bio underneath the video.
Or put Vinny.
Nah. All right.
Or put Vinny.
But all right. So the last thing we're gonna touch on. All right. So I know there's like a lot of craziness going on in the world, in a lot of different aspects, a lot of different ways. I'm not here to say like, let's talk about this or that, or necessarily like focus on the negative. But don't get like confused. Like I still, there is a lot wrong going. Like there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now, like left and right. And you can pick your poison. Like, literally, a lot of stuff going on right now. But rather use this opportunity to talk about the positives and different things that we could do, to actually make a change. Because really sitting talking about, he said, she said, or what's wrong with the world isn't really making any change. You know what I'm saying? And not like, again, it's not saying something is wrong, but what are you actually doing to
There is.
Right. But I mean, like, what are you actually doing to go about that change? Like, what are you actually doing to actually make a difference in what's going on in the world, regardless, like whether it be a big situation or small. So, what are some things that you think we could do more personally to help spread positivity in different ways? For instance, I'm working with some people to help do some community outreach stuff. Because, like, one thing I want to Front Centr is I want to be able to use my platform to actually legit change lives. Like, I love doing topic videos and expressing obviously me and showing different experiences I go through to try to help other people out. Continue to spread that positive energy, positive vibes. And of course, y'all know I love to laugh, love to do things that make me have a lot of fun. But I definitely want everything that I do through this channel to actually help obviously in some form of fashion. Whether it's somebody has a bad day, look at a video and they're better about their life because of it, whatever the case is. Like I want to actually. So that's why at some point I'm working down the road and doing the progress now to actually do some like community outreach stuff. So like, what are some things you guys do or you think we could do, like actually personally, whether it be where you are at right now or just on a scale like you can just look at the United States and just say like, personally, what can we do better, to actually make about some positive change?
I mean, I could talk about what I do coaching wise. Is just I focus on mindset first, just because you can't get to your goal if you're not there mentally. It all starts up here. So I guess my big thing is the messages I put out on my coaching page. I opened up about mental challenges that I went through, how I overcame it, a bunch of tips and daily things that I could do. Something recently that I have going on right now is I have this 7 days of gratitude challenge that I started on Facebook, and I got a group of people who I challenge them every single day to. Well, what I do in my daily routine is I have a gratitude journal. So first thing I do when I get up and last thing I do at night, I write 5 to 10 things. It's always around 10 things that I'm grateful for. So I just focus on the things I'm grateful for. So especially when I get up, we all have those times where we get up and we're like, yo, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. But I'm already starting off with gratitude. So I got the positive mindset going for the whole day. I start off my day that way. And same thing when I go to bed, I say the things I'm grateful for, because majority of the time too, it's things that I'm grateful that I accomplished. So I'm just feeding that positive mind. So that's a challenge that I started recently, that I have this group going on, that just somehow I can help. And a lot of the people who are in the chat or in the group, they've never done this in the routine. So it's just any way I can help that way. So I'm using my platform as coaching and focus on mental health and mental wellness and overall wellness, because we're all going through something with this pandemic. I mean, everybody's been affected somehow. So yeah, personally, that's my big part of it.
After the challenge is over, like the 7-day gratitude challenge, do you think this is gonna be end up being a habit for you? Like something you're doing consistently just because it's become something like a part of your normal routine?
Oh, what was that? It was just a little low.
You think it's gonna be like something that you start doing like more often, like after the challenge is over, like something that you would do in your everyday routine?
Well, the gratitude journal has been before I even officially became a transformation coach.
Okay.
Once I kind of dug into the root of a lot of the issues that I had that I went through, once I focused in on gratitude, I realized how important it was. So that just became, it's not, I don't even want to call it routine anymore. Like, it's my life. That's what I do. So I guess me personally, yeah, 100%. It's my life. It's what I do. Coaching wise, I just that's just an added bonus on, all right, if we want to accomplish something, we gotta work up here first. So I hope that answers the question.
I like that. I'm not to start doing it.
Good, man.
What else you guys got?
Yeah, I mean, positivity, I guess, is it kind of how I kind of look at life is like how we were talking about earlier, not taking things for granted. It's like it's just a blessing, the fact that, you know, we woke up today. God gave us another day to do what we want to do, and like obviously you don't know when the last day is going to be, so you gotta. It's just a waste of time, like dealing each day with just negativity. You just want to do the opposite, and I try to stay positive, and most people say I'm a positive person, like through the worst of it, because, you know, I've been through a lot. But and I recently started work. It took a while for me. I finally found a job. It took a while for me. I was during the pandemic. It was rough because, you know, I graduated with like healthcare in a healthcare degree, but healthcare is just not something I really wanted to get into during this time. So I was just doing like odd jobs, and finally got a consistent job with a consistent schedule. And then now I feel like I can finally set that consistent attitude, schedule, and kind of get a routine going, which is something I've wanted to do all year. What was really hard during this pandemic. So for me, it just starts with myself and my attitude. And I feel like now I can radiate that positivity outward. And the next step, I'm not sure. I'm not like Ism. I'm really glad for you, man. You got your passion now, and it's really inspiring for me too. Now it's just time for me to find that passion for sure.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I mean, I think like the crazy, like good thing about that is that you don't have to have it right now. It's awesome. It's awesome to be able to think back and evaluate and be able to look at people like this and see like, oh, this is how they're doing it. That's how I'm going about it. You know, maybe I could do this way. You know, and not have an answer, but, you know, at least have some type of, you know, guideline or way you can go about it. You're like, I feel like a lot of people can relate to your story, like just as far as like how you're going about it, just because there's a lot of people that, whether it be, okay, I don't know what major I'm going to do when I go to college, I don't know where I'm going to go, or graduate, I don't know what I'm going to do after this. Like, whatever situation they're in, like, there's a lot of people in your position like that, just, you know, are trying to get things together and want to figure things out and just want to have that kind of idea of like, oh, this is what I want to be, this is what I want to do, this is my purpose. And bro, I'm still there. Like, I'm still in a position where I'm still trying to figure stuff out too for myself. Like, yeah, I have a job just like you or anybody else, or if they do or don't, or I kind of have an idea what I want to do. But even then, like, bro, there's still like a lot of questions that I have. There's a lot of things that, even if I have like goals and ideas, like there's still things that I don't really know what the next step is. And I used to be really like, still a little bit, but I used to be really scared about that because like, I'm like, yo, like I want to know like what I'm going to do so I can put my mind towards that, so I can really start making those steps and do those things so I can go about it the right way. But if I don't know, what am I supposed to do? Like, who am I supposed to go to? What questions am I supposed to ask? You got all that stuff running through your head. But I started to look at it and I'm like, damn, why am I putting so much pressure on myself to actually get all this stuff together? Like, it's not that deep. Like, yo, there's other people in that position. So it's not like you got to have it all together. And I appreciate you for being open and honest about that. Like, to not, you know, have everything mapped out the way you want it and have the blueprint, but understand that it will come. and that you'll have it together at some point,
Whoa.
and that's awesome. Love that.
Bro, that's what it is. Like, I'm not even fully set on anything. It took me 2 years to get here, bouncing between jobs, not having a job for a while. Like, everybody has their own time, and that's the beauty of it. Just gotta embrace the journey of it all, because it's all gonna fall into place how it's meant to.
Yeah.
And that's the hard thing. The hard thing is in the back of your mind. You start to think, oh, I'm so behind, and you start to compare. You can't compare the chapter you're in right now compared to somebody's last chapter.
Absolutely.
Like, it's the worst thing to do, and that's what I did for the longest. And I still do it, bro. Like, me trying to get into the industry that I'm getting into, health and wellness is extremely competitive, and people, you can go, the conversation can go on all night, but like, all the pieces will fall into place. If I can give any advice, just work on bettering yourself, which, like you said, you were, and everything else will fall into place.
And I also think that don't let other pressures make you feel differently. You know, like my dad will have conversations with me all the time, like, what you doing, man? You know, wasting time, clock ticking, blah blah blah. I'm like, you gotta stay true to yourself. It's hard. You gotta stay true to yourself, man. Like, believe in yourself. Believe that what you're doing is the right thing. You know,
for you. I get that every day.
Yeah, for you. Because only you know what's best for you. No matter how it could be your parent. They and your parents do know a lot, but sometimes you get to a certain age, it's like, all right. You kind of start shooting for yourself. Yeah.
Even then, like, with having those people who you can go to for good advice, or who can give you like that kind of thing, like, oh, like, I know they're gonna put me in the right step. I thought somebody died over there.
I don't feel
I thought you guys got Lenny, Sam.
Well, one thing that I've noticed, especially out here in Pittsburgh, is you have to make sure that you're always being empathetic with the situation and with what's going on around you. I know it's real easy for you to go in your little bubble saying, this is happening to me. I'm struggling with this happened. This bad stuff's happening to me. But then you go outside and there's someone on the street in a box living in the cold. And it's just, you got to put that in perspective sometimes, saying, I could be here, but I'm not. I'm in a house. I have food to eat. I have heat. I have a blanket. There's someone out there that may not have all that. And as soon as you can say, hey, I'm here, and I know they're there, I know I'm thankful that I'm here, then your life can move on. You're not worried about, oh, I'm not a millionaire when I'm 23. Oh, I don't have a $70,000 job a year anymore. I'm where I can be, and I'm doing all right. I'm not on the street. I'm not in a halfway house. I'm not doing these things. I'm not robbing people. I'm not selling drugs, all this stuff. I'm where I can be right now in this point in time. And then knowing that, again, you can fall back on your family if something happens. You know, they'll always be there for you. And knowing that no matter what you do, they're on your side kind of helps in that adventure.
Empathy is like a lost art, like a lost teaching. Like, it's hard to find, it seems, nowadays.
Definitely.
There's definitely a lack of that in the world right now.
I think it's more so like, and it goes back to what you said, bro, like just looking internally. I think a lot of people, and it kind of coexists with what is said too, just about comparing. A lot of people look in the world and try to just figure things out, base it all on either someone else, what they were told, what they're seeing, or what their current situation is. And a lot of times when that happens, you got people out here doing absolutely whatever, and it go left and right regardless. But I think it's cool because you're right. I think people, like, when they view stuff like that, it's insane. Yeah.
Social media is the worst and one of the best things. It's the best because you can connect to loved ones, family, close friends. And the worst thing is there's a lot of influencers who they're just showing things. It's a false reality. And I did some research on it because I didn't want to spend a whole bunch of money on marketing. So I dug deep and thought about it, and I did research. And a lot of the stuff with social media, it's flooded with influencers and paid things that it's either a false reality or social media is just so flooded with all these, like I said, all the influencers paying to get these ads in, that it's just flooded. And for somebody like us who are just trying to do like organic, they call it like organic traffic, it's blocked. Majority of us can't see each other's things because it's so flooded with all this false information. So that's a big thing. And then just going back to what Lenny said, I think the big thing too is whenever things get rough, whatever we go through, you take a step back and you realize, just see where you're at. Just ground yourself and center where you're at. And the big thing is like, yo, we're all college graduates. We're all healthy. We're all played football. And the percentage of people who do that is so low. And like I said, we're on this chat right now. We all got a roof over our head right now. That's the main things to focus on.
And I think too, Sam, we've had multiple talks about stuff like, you know, your season, your actual like season in your life, and how different people will come and go, but they're just maybe for that season, or different situations you deal with in your life is just too. But if you look at it so like, oh, woe is me, oh, this is gonna happen forever, or this is like, and not realize this is just the season that you're in, that there's something else that you have to prepare for. Like there's so many different like aspects of that. And I think you touched on it, like when you really sit back and understand like, okay, this is what I'm currently dealing with, this is what situation I'm currently in, this is the season I'm in. How do I go about getting through this? How do I go about doing this the right way? So that when the next season comes, I'm not bringing in old mentalities. I'm not bringing in old processes, and rules and guidelines for my life, so that I can go about it the right way and not bring in 2020 mentalities into 2021. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's really like that. And I think that goes with relationships. It goes with, you know, how you view your own self. You know, it's a lot of different ways. But when people look at their life and just look at it like a current season that they're in, whether it be with anything they're doing, like I think so many people will be able to, their perspective would change.
Yeah, come on.
You know you got some wisdom. Stop playing around, boy. There's something that you could do personally, or just maybe we all could do as a whole, that could spread more like positivity, some more change, some positive change.
I think first and foremost, I think everybody just needs to just take a step back from what's going on the surface and really do their research and get a lot of knowledge about things that they think they know about, but they don't. So I feel like once everybody gets the knowledge, then we can prepare to take steps and to make change. Change such as, why can't we as Black men or Black families learn how to work with and produce equity over time when we're younger? Why can't we own cars at 18? Why can't we open a business at 18 or 19 or 20? Why can't we own businesses? So until we actually take a step back and figure out how the system is truly rooted, then I don't feel like any preparations can be made to move forward, because we don't even know what our foundation is really like, because we only know what we've been told.
It's always what someone else is either telling you, or what's being like what was told to you as far as like growing up. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of whatever the situation was. And when you just take that in, your mentality, your thought process will all be based on that. But without, like you said, taking a step back and actually evaluating how you can go about the situation, instead of pointing fingers or making it seem like you have whatever they told you that was going on is what is placed on your life. You're right. I don't think there will be certain things will not change. And I think without pointing fingers is what I tell people all the time. Like when you think about any adversity or challenge that somebody may face, if it's constantly always being like, I'm blaming you for this, or I'm pointing a finger at you because of what I'm going through. Did you ever, and I'm not saying that you did, but did you ever stop to think that there was something that you could have done different? You know what I'm saying? And I think there's always that quick and easy fix to just be like, you know what? It's their fault. It's this person's fault. It's that person's fault. All right, cool. But we straight talking about negatives. Like we talked about in the beginning, we straight talking about negatives. What are we doing to actually make that change? Like, what are you doing to actually change the situation instead of just pointing fingers or something?
Right.
The situation is like, yo, okay, we get it. This is what it is. Yes, it's bad. It's horrible. This is that. But like, what are you doing?
How can we really, really change it? Like, not just protesting for weeks and nothing is changing. They're still killing us the same week. We out here protesting. Like, how can we really get change? How can we really put an end to it? What are we really doing?
There's literally a list. But like you said, until certain things are taken apart and research is done and questions are asked where legitimate conversations can happen for between people, regardless of, you know, race.
And reading comments isn't doing research, you know.
Yeah.
No. Like, as if you're still not on social media or the internet. Like,
Mm-hmm.
influence your decision based on that. Which is another thing I realized too. Like a lot of people are quick to jump onto whatever breaking news happens, and whatever it is, it's not like, oh, let me go check that real quick. It's like, oh shit, let me share this. Like what's going on? Like I can't believe, but and I mean it happens. I've done it before.
I did it yesterday when Trump got COVID.
Like, it's like there's so many things you can look at where you can see like, dang, like if I really just took a step back, like that wasn't true, or that might not have been the case. Like, and people don't think that way. This is certain things that, you know, like I said, Front Centr is built on straight positivity. I wanna spread as much positivity as possible through everything I do through this show, whether it be an actual video, whether it be a challenge, or just a talk with some people on the channel. And I want to make sure people understand, like, everything that this channel is about is to spread positivity, is to spread growth, and to have positive growth at that with everything that we do. And guys, I can't thank you enough for doing this with me, and to being a part of this, answer some questions, having a little fun, a lot of laughs. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. I miss you guys.
Love you guys.
Different.
We miss you guys. Yeah.
For real.
Hell yeah,
We gotta do this again.
for sure.
Since this
Hey.
is recorded,
Are you guys gonna be at virtual homecoming?
Yo.
you can stand there. It's cool now.
My guy.
I have a contest that I'm gonna be posting about.
Yo, when can I get my wristband, cuz?
First of all,
Yeah, second that.
I got you. All right, but
I mean,
look,
what wristband?
nah. I'm going to put a contest up for you guys to do. Not necessarily you guys, but anybody watching and be part of Front Centr. If you're not a part of it, join the family. But I have a contest I'm gonna be doing. I'll put more information about it. I'll make sure I put this. Lenny, just send me this, Joan.
Yes, sir.
Everybody can see this on Instagram. I'll put it on IGTV. I'll also put it on Facebook as a link so you guys can watch it again. But again, I appreciate you guys. I'll show more information about the contest, but I just want to let you guys know that because you're already going to be like put in it just because you're a part of this. So I appreciate you. And I'm actually giving you guys a gift because you were a part of this. I'm not going to say it on this because I don't want it to be snoozy, because it might be something part of the contest. But
Oh shit, we going to Miami.
points.